Every lawyer has had the thought, it would take 30 seconds to ask an AI what the notice period is in this lease. And then the second thought, I can't put a client's file into somebody else's website. That instinct is correct. This is the version where you don't have to choose. MoneliLLM runs on a computer in your own office. The model, the documents, and the index all sit on that machine. Nothing is uploaded, nothing is used to train anyone's system, and it works with the internet unplugged. We start with a workspace. Think of it as a private room. One subject, its own documents, and its own list of who is allowed in. You might have a room per practice group, a room per client, or a room for the firm's precedents. We'll make one for client matters. Now the files. We're adding a commercial lease, the firm's standard engagement letter, and the file handling policy. These are exactly the documents you would never paste into a public tool. Here they are read and indexed on this machine, and they stay on it. Do this once per document. From then on, anyone in the room can ask. Here's the question that would otherwise mean opening the lease and scrolling. What notice period does the Henderson lease require, and how must that notice be delivered? 90 days, in writing, by hand or registered mail, and it tells you that email alone is not effective. That last detail is the kind of thing that gets missed at 4 o'clock on a Friday. Now the part that matters for professional work. Every answer carries its sources. Open them and you can read the exact clause the answer came from. You are not taking the machine's word for it, you're being taken straight to the paragraph, and you decide. For anything going into advice, do this every time. The next question sits in a completely different file. Does our standard engagement letter cover appeals? It doesn't, and the assistant says so, pointing at the retainer scope. One room, several documents, one place to ask. Access follows the matter. Each room has its own member list, so the people working a file can use it and nobody else sees it exists. That maps onto how you already work, ethical walls, need to know, and a file that stays with the team that's on it. So, your leases, retainers and precedents become answerable in seconds, and privilege is never put at risk, because nothing ever leaves the building. Real artificial intelligence for a practice that cannot take chances with client confidentiality. On a machine you own.